this next part, I'm going to go over one of the elements to using the SMS modem feature, which is to add the SMS messaging as part of a notification template. Now, what have set up here is a notification template that is just doing an SMS test. Typically, you would have like an alarm notification template that would contact a group of people and would typically have email, SMS, and maybe even command notifications, depending on how you're using this particular alarm template. In this module here, you have the ability to add an email notification, SMS notification, command, and voice notification. So I'm adding the SMS notification, and I've named it Test SMS. And I have the ability to add a delay to it. So in other words, when the alarm threshold is activated, do I want to send a text message right away, or do I want to, send a message after 20 minutes or an hour? In other words, only send text message when it's been a long time. The other thing is there's several settings on here that are really for, really intended for email, not necessarily text messages. One is send recurring notifications. I would not necessarily recommend enabling this, because what it's going to do is it's going to hit that modem and send a text message every 15 minutes. And when this alarm notification template is tripped, so you can end up with an excessive number of text messages going out. So I would recommend turning that off, because either somebody's going to pay attention to a text message you send them, or they're not going to pay attention to it at all. And you also have the ability to change its behavior based upon whether or not the alarm has been acknowledged. This is if you have recurring notifications, block notifications for an hour, 2 hours, 24 hours, or stop sending notifications. And notify when the alarm is acknowledged. You can have it so this actually sends out a notification to everybody by text message that the alarm was notified. Again, that doubles the amount of SMS messages that the system is going to send if you have a alarm acknowledgement. There is some usefulness to actually doing that. And also notify when the alarm turns off. So this will actually send a third text message when the alarm comes back down below its set point. So you can have this, if you set it up like this with no delay and have it stop sending notifications and no recurring notifications, and you have it set for notify when alarm is acknowledged and notify when it turns off, this means that every time this alarm is tripped, it's going to send eventually three text messages. One initially when the alarm goes off, one when the alarm is acknowledged, and one when it turns off. The order in which the turns off versus alarm acknowledgement happens, it really depends upon what type of issue tripped it. If it's something like a refrigerator is broken and the power goes out and it trips the alarm because the refrigerator is not functioning anymore, it may be a month or so before you get a new refrigerator. So the alarm may never turn off, but the alarm will probably be acknowledged within X number of hours or minutes. So that's how this feature works. If you want to know how many active thresholds that you have that use this, to really get a good idea of how much you're going to be hitting that modem with messages. If you take a look at the chart here under alarm notifications, you have SMS test. It tells me that I have one SMS notification in this template, and currently it's not in use. In other words, I don't have a threshold that's using this particular alarm template. So I know at this point, just looking at this chart, there's no other SMS messages, that this is the only active threshold that could use it. And when you're looking at a fully built system, you may have SMS messaging in half of the ones that are on here. but you can get an idea of how many thresholds can possibly trip this. It gives you an idea of what your usage of that SMS feature is going to be.